Verizon has been busy updating their smartphones with the latest and greatest version of Android. In the past week, Big Red has sent the Android 7.0 Nougat update to the Moto Z and Moto Z Force, as well as the Droid Turbo 2. In this video, we'll be taking a look at the software found on the Moto Z devices. So for comparison, this is a quick look at what Android Marshmallow looks like running on the Moto Z. This is the lock screen. Here is the launcher and app drawer that has its own icon. How cute is that? We'll see the notification panel here and the settings drawer. Okay, now this is the Moto Z Force running Android 7.0 Nougat. We'll see first of all, the notifications on the lock screen now stretch to both sides of the display. There's no longer gaps between the notification itself and the bezels of the smartphone. The launcher has been updated to reflect the Pixel launcher. We'll see the app drawer has been incorporated into a semi-transparent tray that can be swiped up. There's a white card-like background as opposed to a black transparent background found in the Marshmallow operating system. We also have a weather widget in the upper right-hand corner and a Google Now tab in the upper left-hand corner that will actually expand into a more traditional Google search bar when pressed. And we will also see the spacing between apps is much greater. There's a lot more space between each row and each column, for better or for worse. You can now add up to 5 apps at the bottom of the screen here as opposed to 4, since there is no dedicated app drawer icon. The app icons themselves, at least the bottom 4 or 5, appear to be slightly larger. But with Nougat, you can go to the display settings and change the display size, which will change the size of the text and the icons on your screen. So that's kind of cool. And it's very useful, especially if you have poor vision. If we swipe down the notification panel, we'll see 5 of our quick settings available to toggle on or off without needing to expand the quick settings panel entirely. That's pretty neat. Also, the notifications themselves look a tad bit different. Some would say more modern, but that's debatable. We'll see stacked notifications depending on the notifications themselves, if they're emails or if they're Google Play Store notifications. This really helps conserve some precious space and keeps this tray all the more organized. If you receive a text message or direct message via a social media app like Twitter, you can take advantage of the direct reply feature to reply to the message straight from the notification panel without having to journey to the app itself or view any sort of obtrusive pop-up. You can even long press a notification to toggle the settings and silence future alerts from an app in the notification panel itself. Once again. Oh, and if you do expand this panel entirely, you can edit the quick settings and move them around as you see fit. Now, the settings drawer has changed a lot. You now have alerts or notifications up top, and you'll see more useful data under each setting category via subtitles or subtext. For example, under data usage, you can view how much data you've used without having to open the data usage setting. And if you do happen to open up the setting itself, you can swipe in from the left anywhere in the settings app. It doesn't have to be just this data setting category here to quickly jump to a different setting. The Moto Mod setting is still very much here, but you get slightly more information, such as the Moto Mod's platform version and a software update preference option. Android Pay is also baked into Nougat, and it has its own section in the settings not found in Marshmallow. You have the ability to set your default payment method, which is pretty cool, and it's pretty useful, especially if you use other payment apps like PayPal, Venmo, Square, etc. One of my favorite features of Nougat is the ability to multitask, and it's bread and butter simple here. You just open the overview tray and drag and drop an app to the top of the screen to get the party started. It appears to work very well. I haven't noticed any sort of stuttering or lag or glitchiness. And you'll find that in the overview tray, an option to clear all running background apps is now present. That's a neat feature to know about, especially if you're OCD like me and always like to close your background apps when you're not using them. You can also double press the overview button to quickly switch between 2 of your most recent apps. That too is a nice feature to know about. Some other features include a data saver feature that will limit how much data your device uses when the feature is turned on. Basically, apps in the background won't be able to access cellular data. There's also a ton of behind the scenes changes that aren't terribly easy to show you. Nougat brings the Vulcan API, for example, that improves graphics of games on supported devices. Seamless updates will download in the background, so you won't have to wait while your device syncs with the latest security tools. File-based encryption will better protect files for individual users on your device, and the direct boot feature will speed up the time it takes for the device to power on. Those are just some of the behind the scenes changes. There are even improvements made to the Doze battery saving feature. The software will actually decipher when your phone is in your pocket to go into a low power usage mode that will save some serious battery life. And most important of them all, 72 new emojis have been added to the over 1,500 emojis previously available. With that last one, guys, those are all the major new features found in Android 7.0 Nougat running on the Moto Z and Moto Z Force. Do you have a Moto Z and or Z Force? If so, let us know your thoughts on the device as well as your thoughts on the new operating system in a comment down below. Thumbs up, subscribe. I'm BoHD from PhoneDoc.com. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you right back here in the next one. See ya.